Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. Well, it is spring in Texas again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you get your mowers ready for that summertime mow. All right, guys, the first thing I do before I start messing with anything is I will undo the spark plug. So you're going to simply take the little plug out right here, and I can see my oil is very dirty, and we are just going to dump it on its side and get that oil out of there. So you'll start this and it will just pour out. And it doesn't take a whole lot to get all that oil out. I like to hold mine up, make sure I've got it all out of there. Just like that. And you'll see the oil there. All right, so one thing I want to point out, the EXI775 motor, they generally tell you that you do not have to change the oil. Now, you're just supposed to top it off. I don't like that. I like to change my oil. We are going to drain our gas into here. Okay, there we go. Gas is out. Set this aside.
Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade.
All right, guys. Now, before I go ahead and fill everything back up, I'm going to take a look underneath at the blade. So I just close that off, lift it up, and take a good look. Now, before you ever mess with the blade, be sure that that spark plug is undone or not in there. Now, the blade actually does not look too bad. So we look like we're good there.
Spark plug, perhaps.
So we are going to put the new spark plug in. This one is going to be a 16 millimeter. This one, it is angled. It actually kind of faces this way, and it is very hard to get these two in like that. So you may need an articulating arm like this one here. So I'm going to put it in like that. We're going to take our spark plug out. Now, nowadays, these spark plugs are going to be generally pre-gapped. You don't have to gap them. If you, by some chance, have something that's not gapped correctly, you have a metric and an SAE gauge set that you can use and set your gap. Now, you'll also use these if you are setting the overhead valves here. And I'll show you how to do that on a future video. You can actually see that, but that's what I mean about the angle. That's the way it goes in. Very hard with this wrench. Now you have a little washer on there. Once I get this hand tight, we're going to use the articulating wrench, and then we're going to turn it just enough to compress that little washer. And put this on. There we go. Now when we put in the oil, these have measurements here. You have enough in here to do 2 different lawnmowers because each one of these is going to hold about 15. I would go around 12, let it set, and then test. You can also use a marker to mark these so you know for the next time. So this one just has a simple arrow showing you full and needs oil. You're going to be in between these 2 dots. You pull that in a little closer so that you can see. All right, now we are going to go ahead and put fresh gas in.
It's an air filter.
Now let's see if we can get our new filter. Now I have already pulled the other filter off so that I could size it. And this filter is just going to set down here, and this has a pre-filter. The one that I was replacing, the pre-filter was missing. But you can always wash the pre-filter out. If you buy a brand new filter, you're going to get all of it together. But my big point here is you should periodically check this filter, pull this one off, and wash it. and it will keep the inner filter better much longer. So we should be able to put this back on. May have some bad gas still down in here. It may take a second to get that through there. There is no prime on this one, so we'll have to just work its way through. Okay, guys, it is hot, as you can see. I went ahead and mowed a section of the backyard to make sure everything was running right. I think the smoke you were seeing in the beginning when I got it running had to do with tipping it on its side with the gas. That's why it's generally better to drain that out through the hose. But I was hoping it wouldn't be a big problem since it already had the oil and everything out. But it did get a little in there, but not enough to foul out the plug or cause a problem. Let's see. Now I ran it, I want to check my oil, make sure that we are good. And if you look at it, I'm showing the oil is down at the bottom, so we could add just a tad bit more. So you saw how easy it is. If you're starting your mower for the first time after winter and it does not want to start, dump the fuel first. It's almost 99% of the time it is a fuel problem. But dump out the fuel, put in new fuel, and you're good to go. Keep in mind that you have fuel that goes down the little tubes and that go into the jets of the carburetor. There is a bolt in the bottom of the carburetor you can loosen and drop out, and it will let everything fall out of the bowl in the carb and get rid of every bit of it. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Sometimes I will actually pull the breather off, put a little cleaner in that carb with that screw off at the bottom or the little bolt off at the bottom and get everything out of it. But that is generally what you're going to pay somebody to do. Did it in about 30 minutes. So I hope this helps, and we will see you guys on the next one. Hey guys, real quick, have you ever wondered what it costs to have your house power washed? How about paint it? How about do a kitchen makeover or a bathroom makeover or one of the thousands of things a homeowner can do to improve their property? Have you also wondered what you could save as a DIYer just getting the materials and doing it yourself? Well, that's going to be one of the segments that we are going to put into our weekly newsletter that you can get by going to the description of this video and following the link and signing up.